Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, December 3rd, 2018. Well, folks, the markets got what they wanted from Trump and Xi, the president of China. Ultimately, tariffs are on hold, not going up to the 25% level on January 1st as was proposed. The markets are gapping higher today. They are continuing to be in positive territory, but notice how we're only up 1% on the spiders, the S&P today. To be honest, some people have said to me they're surprised at this. I am not. The reason I'm not surprised is because you have to look at what the move in the market was prior. So going into the meeting, about a week ago, we were trading at 263. We topped out today above 280. That's a 17 plus point move on the spiders or 170 points on the S&P. So basically what the market was telling you here is that this deal was going to be the outcome. So it was already mostly factored in the markets. Obviously, euphoria caused the gap up, and then that's where we in the research center at InTheMoneyStocks.com, we started to sell this morning. As soon as the market opened, I was selling, 10% on TNA, which is a triple Russell. We took profits on IQ, over 10% there, which is a ADS. Lots of these things, just multiple 10% winners, options, trades, 64% on FCX, Freeport McMoran. This was all anticipated. I expected this. I told our members that this was going to be the outcome, and we were ready to sell at the open. So that was nice, folks. Very profitable. In fact, it was a top 10 day for the year today for members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. But again, you shouldn't be surprised that the markets are only up 1%. You have to look at where they've come from, and they came all the way down here. This is the last week or so, and then look at where we opened today. So you're just seeing profit taking, exactly what I did with members today. We took profits. Well, obviously, other people are doing the same thing because obviously that news was mostly baked into the cake. You're getting an extra 1% on the markets today. That's it. All right, couple stocks that I'm keeping an eye on that I think are worthy of noting. Let's go to the daily chart. By the way, the daily chart of the spiders here, that's your resistance right now, triple top. You just were shy of it, but I do think, I want to make this clear, I do think we're going to go a little bit higher into year end. You have a lot of holidays. Wednesday's now a holiday because of the former president's death, so the markets will be closed that day. Volume will be light this week. Next week, we get into more closer to the holidays, and then obviously by the end of the month, you're going to have super, super light volume. That should yield further upside. I have a target on the spiders for upside, and that target is going to be here. So I think that ultimately you're going to start to grind higher. You're going to get to 286 right here, 286, and then that's where this market's going to top out. And then look out below. I think January, February, March of next year could be a bloodbath period for this market. I'm looking at 20% downside from this pivot point right here, maybe even further. Ultimately, I think we get to this level, and then guess where we go? The next stop is going to be the lows from January 2018 right there. That'll be the next leg down. So you'll go from here all the way down. But I digress. I want to get into a couple other charts out there. Number one, you have to love what you're seeing from General Electric today. General Electric had this great run last Wednesday and Thursday, and then it got this nasty downgrade from this nasty analyst who just wanted to take it down again. In my opinion, they do this because they want their buddies to accumulate, or their buddies ask them to do it so they can accumulate. That's exactly what happened. Notice how the downgrade took the stock down on Friday. Look at it. It's right back up today. That's a very strong showing. That's very, very bullish. One thing that makes me bullish on GE is that sentiment on the stock has never been, I repeat, never been worse, ever. Even in 2009, it wasn't this bad on the stock. So what that tells me is that if way too many people are bearish and negative on the company, pretty much the downside's already in the stock. And what you're going to see is short covering and buyers. Me, for instance, I like this stock quite a bit. I'm looking for it to take out the 20 moving average on a closing daily basis. You get through that, you're going to go all the way up to this $10 level, folks, probably within a couple weeks. So, there's a lot of upside. You're talking about 30% upside here, maybe even 40% upside in this stock if it can get through the 20 moving average right here, which is currently just above $8. So you're approaching that. That's going to be the big test for this stock. If it gets through, kaboom, to the upside. I've been a big fan since last week on oil stocks. I'm holding. In fact, we did sell Valero today. Valero was one we were holding. We did take profits on that, but I still have some OIH, some other oil stocks out there, and I'm a big fan. Schlumberger, I like Schlumberger. These stocks have been beaten down, folks, and oil should see a bounce here. You can see Schlumberger is up $1 today. You should see further upside, okay? So we'll see again how that all goes, but ultimately look for upside here in oil stocks. It's basically so I think Apple still has a little bit more upside. Let me go to the Apple chart real quick. All right, so gap fill on Apple's where this is heading, and then it might get as high as 195, but gap fill right here is where it's heading, so it's got a little bit more upside there. But really, the oil stocks are where, in my opinion, I think that's where it's going to be. So in any case, guys, bottom line is we took 6 profits today in the research center, multiple ones. I think 3 or 4 of them were over 10%. Think about that, folks. Think about it. If you didn't have winners today galore of 10%, north of 10%, you got to ask yourself, what the heck are you doing wrong? Options alerts, we had 30% winners, 60+% winners galore, left and right. That's key. Come join us here at InTheMoneyStocks.com if you actually want to be on the right side of the trading. Have a great one. Take care.